Power cells. Alydians must supplement main system power with these.
Come on, Carter. We need to stick with the tall guy.
Yeah, but I want to explore. Transporter.
Good thing this was here. Made it a lot easier to transport across the ship. If we took another second, Miranda might have... For how uptight the Alydians are, that cargo bay is kind of a mess.
I think your cargo is glitched.
Huh. Alydian consoles still have mechanical keyboards as a backup.
Oh. 23rd century, and we still have mechanical keyboards. Good to know, because I do not like the touch. Oh, there's one over there too. What's this?
Looks airtight and climate controlled. Must be where they put the precious cargo.
Hmm.
Based on how this is reinforced, it probably contains dilithium. Stray phaser blast could cause a piezoelectric rupture and blow a hole in the ship.
Oh.
Better be careful.
Alright. What we got going on, tall guy?
Up there? Alright. Etzelar, let's do this.
The internal sensors.
The what?
When they scan the ship for life signs, they'll know right where we are.
There must be devices that perform the scan.
Right there. And there. There's several of them around the room.
Got it. We'll disable them.
How? They're too high to reach, even for me.
Not too high for our phasers.
Low power, Millie. Let's not set off any fire alarms.
I got the ones over here.
Okay. Quickly shoot 5 sensors. Oh, I'm already timed. Nice. Okay.
Got one. Another down.
Hurry, Carter!
I am. Only one left.
Where's the other one? Oh, poop. Is it? Where's the last one? Is it gonna be up these steps? I really don't see this last one. She's shooting up there randomly. Oh!
Here it comes.
Found it!
It works. They won't be able to detect us.
That buys us some time.
Now that the Zelda has its power again, I might be able to access some of the ship's systems from here. I'll take care not to give away our position.
The Takan might not even know we're still on board this ship. Miranda only saw us transport away. She probably thinks we're back on the Resolute.
Miranda.
Don't give up on her yet, Carter. She had you in her sights, and she didn't shoot. That means the real Miranda is still in there.
That's true.
The Takan don't have her. Not completely, at least.
She shot Bill.
I still feel
Yeah, that's a good point.
something.
She did blast a hole
She
straight through that
disintegrated
guy.
crewman Bell. If Miranda's personality still exists, she can't help us.
We don't know how this works, and I'm not giving up on her. I know she played us.
I mean, she didn't like it, but it was the
Her
truth.
relationship to break out of sick bay. But maybe there's a way to turn her back, and Miranda could help us stop the Takan. Here, on the ship. Just because the Trill joining is permanent doesn't mean the Takan bioforming has to be.
I've heard enough of your prattling on about your friend. You have to think like a soldier.
Is he still shooting
She's
her
our enemy now.
laser?
To be dealt with like the rest of it.
My friend Miranda is not
She's still
responsible
firing her
for what she
phaser.
did. The Takan have taken control of her mind. We certainly can't kill her for it.
Speak for yourself. If anyone threatens the Empire, they are the enemy.
Her phaser.
It's just one life, and it's already been lost.
Oh my.
You don't get to talk about Miranda.
You don't get to ignore the truth.
I don't know if one's true or not. And two's too aggressive, so we're going with 3.
We don't like this any more than you do. The Takan are a threat to all of us. They turned our crewmates too. You really think they're gonna stop there?
All I know is that more of my people have been lost to the transformation than yours. Not to mention my admiral and the others who didn't survive your rescue attempt. Our losses are mounting. Yours are just beginning.
We're stuck on this ship, same as you.
Turn your phaser off! It's shooting from your pants!
I'm blocked out of helm control. Propulsion? And they're closing down systems faster than I can check them. They're always changing these interfaces. I can hardly keep up.
I can help sometimes. We don't want to be rude, so...
Let us help.
Fine.
Oh, she shot me.
They're using a senior officer's access code to lock down our systems from the bridge. The Takan must
Or a
have
little
turned
mini
someone in
game.
command.
There we go.
Here's something. I can see the course they have plotted in.
Okay, we'll just start from down there.
Long way from Hitari space.
I hope the Resolute is all right back there.
The Zelda. That's where we are.
That's not exactly news.
The Alydian fleet has explored a lot of systems, but it's all in the opposite direction of where we're going. We're headed to the edge of the galaxy.
Nothing but uninhabited systems along the way. And if we keep going, we'll leave charted space. A lot sooner than I like to think about, too.
That can't happen. We need to take control and turn this ship around. Get back to the front lines of the battle for Alydia.
We are on the front lines. They're going to do this all over the quadrant. The whole Federation is at risk.
That is a possibility, but it's already a reality for my people.
I'm sure it's pretty damn real for the people who are trapped in their own bodies controlled by the Takan. You can't just turn your back on them.
I'll take this ship without you if I have to. And I'll bring it back to Alydia, or I'll destroy it. I won't let it stay in the hands of the enemy.
Think strategically. We stand a better chance by working together. You're right to be angry. It doesn't do any good to turn it on us.
Fair enough.
The most important thing is that we get control of this ship.
Good point.
We don't end up so far away that the Resolute can't ever catch up to us.
And if we control the Zelda, that also means they can't use that cartabular thing.
I'm not sure we can do much more from here.
What's this? It's a data stream.
It looks to be a two-way communication.
Let me see if I could put it through a demultiplexing processor.
Can you get that clearer?
I'm trying. Okay. That should do it.
Hello? Can you read me?
I
Hitari.
can barely hear you over this phaser fire.
It's my lieutenant. Where are you?
I'm here with some of the others. We're trapped in the ATP.
Our artillery targeting platform.
The bulkheads are sealed, and ruptured power conduits on the other side are discharging at high voltage. Major, we've seen Signal and the other Hitari, and if we can get free, I think we'll be able to overpower them and take back the ship.
Hitari, are you still there?
I like these little mini games that keep you involved in the story.
You shouldn't trust anyone else you meet. The Hitari have been transforming people on the ship. We've seen it happen.
Bioforming.
It's only a matter of time before any remaining crew are turned against us. You have to come and help us.
Their uniforms remind me a lot of the Star Trek Enterprise uniforms.
Are you sure that's really your comrade?
It's Itasca. You're going to have to trust me. I know Lieutenant Itasca well. That's her. Clear and not under duress beyond our current circumstances. I'm sure of it.
Trust goes both ways. We trust you. You trust us.
I'll go with that. Until you give me reason not to.
Back at you, Stretch.
We'll make it to you undetected, and we'll free you from the ATP.
We'll be ready and waiting, sir.
That phaser, oh my
I
gosh.
may not know the computers very well, but I know every inch of this ship. I can get us there, safely, through the back routes.
She's holding the phaser in her hand and there's a phaser in her pocket going off. I hope that stops. Oh, thank goodness. Unmasking. Uh-oh. Are we going to confront them now about what's been going on? It's going to hit the fan again. I just know it.
You may approach.
Your Majesty, an apology is in order. The Federation...
Spare us your apologies, your excuses, your pathetic explanations. You said you were here under the pretense of peace, yet you trespassed into our minds. I should have known you were lying when you said the Hitari should have control of the mines. Just a ruse to conceal your true intentions.
We knew you were hiding something. We had to find the truth.
I hope you were satisfied with what you found.
Your Majesty, if I may.
Her actions nearly caused a war.
I was addressing the Queen.
Galvin speaks for the Hitari now.
Fortunately, we were able to resolve this ourselves despite your interference. The Alydians have agreed the mines will remain under Hitari.
Yeah, because you stabbed him with
We
that
now
mind
recognize the
controller.
Hitari as the sole authority in this region. Your presence here is no longer necessary.
So you can consider the matter resolved.
Why would you do that? You've given up everything and gained nothing.
We have peace. Fairness was never part of the bargain.
I thank you for coming. But the sooner the Federation leaves, the better.
The hell we will.
Captain,
What about my crew trapped aboard that ship? Or what you did to my security team? The data you stole? I want to make one thing clear. No one is to leave Hitari space without Federation approval. No one.
You think you have that power, when in fact you have none. You came here under the presumption you would be the ultimate authority. That you would show up and render judgment in this petty dispute over precious resources between lesser people. But instead, your arrogance and self-interest was your undoing.
His chin looks nasty.
Blinding you to the real power at work here. Something far beyond your feeble imagination.
We came at your request. To help solve the problem, not
You
create
came
one.
because I wanted to see the mighty Federation for myself. The greatest power in the galaxy. Needless to say, I was disappointed.
They never wanted our help. They were setting us up from the start. Commander Rydek saw what you did in those mines. How you bioformed innocent people against their will and turned them into Takan.
I wasn't going to share that information, but...
Takan. A word I haven't heard in a very long time. At the height of our power, the Takan Empire spanned hundreds of thousands of light years, and trillions of Taconians.
An empire that encompassed what is now considered Federation territory.
What's yours was once ours, so it feels only right that we reclaim what was lost. Everything you hold dear will be gone. The first of many painful losses to come.
You won't get away with this. You'll be held accountable by the Federation.
I already have gotten away with it. And the Federation has no authority here. Not anymore. You might be surprised how many want to be part of the most advanced civilization the galaxy has ever seen. We will not stop until we've reclaimed what is rightfully ours. Imagine what a queen, a starship captain, or even a Federation ambassador could accomplish if their power was wielded by a truly superior entity. In the face of such impossible odds, against an adversary so clearly more advanced in every way, the only logical choice is to submit.
Never.
Oh, oh, oh. Sneaky, sneaky.
Seize them.
Oh no. Are we gonna do a firefight now?
Get us out of here, now!
Rydick to Resolute. Beam us out.
So if you missed it or forgot, they're using Takan Empire technology, which was from Next Generation.
You ever done something like this
Season
before?
1, I think episode
Close
5.
quarters combat?
The one that
Infiltrating
held the
an enemy
Enterprise
stronghold?
and
Something
the
like that.
Ferengi ship
I once spent 6 days crawling through sewers
hostage,
during the siege
basically,
of Tofar Ket
outside
to
the
retake
planet.
the Citadel there. That's just one of many campaigns I've served in. My dress uniform is well decorated. I can assure you of that.
I'm glad we're here with you. We need your kind of experience.
I should say you do. And I'll be glad to have Lieutenant Itasca with us. She fought shoulder to shoulder with me in that siege.
So you're pretty close, huh?
She's like a daughter to me. She's saved my life more than once. She's more than just a comrade in arms.
That must mean she's a good soldier.
The very best.
We saved your life. What does that make us?
We aren't out of danger yet. But once we have my comrades, the proper soldiers, we'll be able to retake the bridge. Then, our fleets will catch up to us. The ATP is just down that corridor.
What are we gonna find? What's gonna happen?
Is this the artillery platform?
This is the power distribution for the forward armament cluster.
Looks like it's in a mess. Prisoners. There she is.
There was combat here. Disruptor burns on the walls. Signs of a grenade detonation.
If there was a fight, the Takan might still be nearby.
Maybe my people killed them.
Or they could be waiting for us.
And that's a problem for when we meet them.
The distribution conduits have been knocked loose. The currents in those lines would be lethal. Is there any way to power those down?
Each circuit has a control panel that regulates power to the magnetobanks.
I can track connections between the power lines and the control panels. I should be able to clear a safe path to your crew.
We'll get the door open here.
It's heavy.
Of course, I'm gonna sneak through there by myself, aren't I? Yep. Yep, that's what I thought, yep. Don't worry. I got it. Find consoles to deactivate the electricity. And probably don't get electrocuted myself. So, oh, there's one right here. Alright. Oh! I guess we gotta go down. What do we have? Nothing? Is it just as simple as going down and then climbing back up this ladder? I guess it is. There's another console right here. This looks like the right way. Some electricity that way, so let's go this way. think we lost power there. So there's electricity that way. Let's see if we can go down. I don't think I can touch that. That one? Oh, can't touch that one either. Oh! 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 Fire! So if you don't pay attention, you're gonna get caught off guard. Oh! No! 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 Oh! Oh! I thought we got shot.
You! Federation, you made it.
Barely. There's a lot of collateral damage out here.
They'd backed us into a corner.
We did that to drive them out. Put some space between us and the enemy. They're here. Get down!
I think they've given up on capture.
She got her clock clean.
We'll never make it if we go back that way. You! Give me a hand with this! Go! Go!
Behind us!
Oh. Nice shot. Objects with that symbol over them will explode when shot. Use these explosive objects to take out multiple enemies at once. There's a small delay before the explosion triggers. Awesome. I like it. Oh no, I got shot there.
Go, Federation! You take the lead. We'll keep them busy.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna follow them. Oh my gosh! There's so many of them. Oh no 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 no!
Fall back!
Oh!
Hold them back! We can't let them reach the stairs!
Oh, where's that coming from? Oh! Owie! Uh-oh, more people. I've only got one left. Owie. I died. I'm surprised it took this long, to be honest. Don't forget to use explosive barrels. I tried! Try this again.
Fall back! Hold them back!
I haven't quite figured out how to tell when they're shooting me. Ah! No one's on that side yet.
Come on, hurry!
Did I get it this time? Uh-oh.
No!
No! You can't just run in there.
Must live to fight.
We must run. We must fight to run away.
We let the enemy take them. Hitari and Private Turo.
They weren't the only ones. But if we hadn't, it would have been all of us. I'll have to live with that, and I'll answer for it when I die. It's not the Alydian way to leave one of our own behind. It's a sin to do so.
We keep fighting.
We're not gonna die. Not if I have anything to say about it.
It's more important that we win. When we were in there, trapped, we agreed that we had to live to fight. Hitari agreed. We said, if one of us was taken, the others wouldn't stop. We'd keep going, make our way to the bridge. They died so we could fight on.
The Takan don't want them dead.
They want to steal their bodies. And steal their minds.
The Takan knows everything the host knows.
That means they know our plan. They know we're heading to the bridge.
Oh, snap. General quarters.
Tylus, you should be in sickbay.
I'll finish this.
I couldn't just lie there knowing the entire fate of Hitari hangs in the balance. How did it go? You look exhausted.
We'll be kind of positive.
Went about as well as could be expected, under the circumstances.
Oh, that's a relief, because I was fearing the worst. I heard a rumor that they'd made a deal, that the Alydians agreed to peace. After what we saw Sidron do to the diplomat in the mines, I could hardly believe there was hope, but then... Is that true?
It's not real. They're all Takan, it's not real. Hard truth.
I'm afraid the truth is far worse than that.
There's no deal.
No. They're all Takan now. The Hitari, the Alydians, everyone.
No. That can't be true.
I'm sorry.
Where will I go? I can't go back. I don't have a home anymore. Everything I've ever known is gone.
How about number 3?
Hitari isn't lost yet. This is far from over. It will be your home again, I promise.
Thank you.
The Federation stands with the Hitari.
Blue.
You don't have to doubt it for a second.
Yellow alert.
Neutral, I guess.
Commander Rydick, we need you on the bridge immediately. We've got an Alydian ship, the Veskar, rapidly bearing down on our position.
Or what was the Veskar. Now I'm not so sure.
Bring it up on the view screen.
600 kilometers in closing. Still coming straight for us. Commander?
Have you tried hailing them? Should we put our shields up? Do we engage first? Usually hailing is what we do
Have
first.
you tried hailing them?
Try it.
Hailing the Alydian ship now. No response.
400 kilometers in closing.
Shields up. Ready phasers.
Shields up. Phasers ready. Incoming.
Lock phasers and open fire.
Heavy damage. But deflectors still at full power?
That bypassed our shields entirely.
That's impossible. God damn it, return fire. Everything we've got. Rydick, modulate the shield frequencies. See if we can get us any cover.
Nice.
Commander,
I've got this. Just keep firing.
Randomized shield frequency modulate shield. Ah! I had to pick one real quick.
Shields.
I wanted number 3, but that didn't happen.
Doesn't make sense.
I'll try another.
Invert. That's what I wanted the first time, but...
There!
We've got incoming! How do they keep matching our shield frequency?
They couldn't. Unless... They've compromised our shield algorithms. They can bypass our shields at will.
What?
Captain!
Oh no.
He's out cold.
He's out, yep. I'm in command now. That's what I figured was happening.
Why'd they stop?
Damage report.
Running on emergency power. Major hull damage on decks 4 through 7. Warp core is stable and intact.
We're completely vulnerable.
Commander, we're being held by the Veskar. It's Galvin.
Uh-oh.
On screen.
Unconditional surrender.
Commander Rydak, where's your captain? Not dead, I hope. At least, not yet.
You're dealing with me. Confidence.
You're dealing
Strength.
with me. Is that a problem?
One inferior life form is as good as another. I have to give you credit, Commander. You survived longer than I thought you would. But make no mistake, your shields are useless, your weapons ineffective, and there's nothing you can do. I could destroy you at any moment. But I'd rather hear your pleas for mercy.
Yeah, we're not doing so hot.
Your existence is entirely in my hands, and I'm not in a forgiving mood.
I don't know. 2 sounds weak. We can't be like that.
It's entirely possible you could destroy us. But the truth is, we're worth more to you alive than dead. Better if we report back to Starfleet about the power of Taconian technology, and the futility of fighting it.
There might be value in that. I've been thinking about what you said, Commander. You claimed I would be held accountable. And here I am. Hold me accountable.
The Veskar's weapons are powering up.
Oh, shoot. Do we get a decision?
But of course, now you are entirely at my mercy.
That was the other option we could have picked. Yeah.
So I've decided to let you live. Because there's merit to the idea you're worth more to me alive. Tell your Federation that Takan are as merciful as they are powerful. That you were fortunate to escape
Not number
with your
1.
lives.
Nah.
But next time, you may not be so lucky.
This isn't over.
I assure you, we've only just begun.
Yeah, bad interaction
I've lost
with him,
their
but
signal.
I don't
Can
want
you
to
track their
gain
warp
any
signature?
points with him anyway.
Nothing. It's untraceable, just like before.
Notify Ambassador Spock. I want everyone in the briefing room to discuss our options.
What's the status of the repairs?
Hull breach should be patched up in a matter of hours. Impulse power is at 67%. Should be fully restored soon.
Still no luck tracking Galvin's warp signature. They've all but disappeared.
Keep trying. Finding that son of a bitch is the best shot we've got.
Commander Rydak, you had the con after the ship was attacked. What is your assessment? Given our current situation, and the losses we have suffered.
1 or 2. Yeah. We need more knowledge. Yeah. Rather than saying we're too weak.
We don't know enough. We need more information.
In that case, we might have an option. Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire. If anyone could find Galvin, it would be him.
That's assuming he's willing to help us.
True, but there's only one way to find out.
Wouldn't we need to secure authorization from the Federation Council to contact him?
The nearest Federation outpost is Angoria. I can travel there by shuttle and inform them personally of the threat from the Takan. Meanwhile, the Resolute can travel to the Delphi Ardu system in search of Portal 6-3.
I still have my doubts.
I do not. Captain William T. Riker has first-hand experience with the area, and with Portal 6-3.
Yep.
His guidance will prove invaluable, and should alleviate
Season
your
1,
concerns.
I think it was episode 5.
Delphi Ardu 4 is a restricted zone for good reason. For all we know, we could be walking into a trap. Not to mention the high likelihood Portal 6-3's allegiance will be with the Takan. It's just too much of a risk. A waste of time. Time we can't afford to lose.
So we do nothing. Maybe.
According to Commander Riker's records of meeting Portal 6-3, he was willing to listen to reason. We may be able to convince him that Galvin is wrong.
Or he'll just be happy to learn his civilization is making a comeback. In which case, we only compound the problem.
I am inclined to agree with Commander Rydek.
Season 1, episode 5, I was right.
This portal may have knowledge that proves to be invaluable, including information on the nature of the Cartabula. We must act on the facts at hand.
Then we'll give it our best.
I'll arrange a meeting with Captain Riker.
And I will speak with the Council. They need to understand the magnitude of the situation. I can leave for Andoria immediately. I wish you luck finding Portal 6-3. The very future of the Federation may rest in your hands.
It takes a minimum of 8 crew on the bridge to run the ship, so we can expect at least that many hostiles.
If they bioformed Hadri, they know we're coming.
Which means everyone needs to be ready for... Take cover!
Now what? We need that door sealed.
We can handle that. Where do you need us?
There's an access panel there. You should be able to patch into the local system.
We'll be shot getting there.
I'll cover you. On my signal. Now!
Okay.
Damn.
Looking for the bridge doors. Wait, what's this?
Got something?
Gravity. If I invert the artificial gravity inside the bridge, that'll throw anyone on the bridge right up into the ceiling.
He'll never see it coming.
It's Huska. Get ready to charge.
Charge?
That's funny.
Gravity polarity. Now!
Amazing.
Close in!
How do we get them down?
I like it. I like it.
What are we gonna do with them?
We don't have time to take prisoners.
So you're just gonna shoot him?
I haven't decided yet.
That's not just up to you.
I'm the ranking officer.
And we're not in your army.
It may not be convenient, but we don't kill enemies who've surrendered.
Keeping prisoners is a luxury we don't have.
It's not a damn luxury.
You're an engineer, not a soldier. This is clearly my territory.
You think you have enemy combatants here? This is a hostage situation. Each one of them has an innocent life inside. I'll keep watch on them.
As will I. We can't let our guard down around the enemy.
Petty Officer Diaz and I will figure out how to stop the ship.
Let's hurry. The rest of the Takan could show up any minute. Crystals. They're all over this place. Where's the captain?
Captain Ostego did not survive the atmosphere poisoning.
I'm sorry to hear that.
He died defending the Empire. That's how he'd want it.
Man.
Look here. It's navigational data.
We saw that already. Headed to the edge of the galaxy.
It's only a display. We couldn't use it to change course or alter speed.
Let's see what we can find in here. Engine status.
This console looks unaffected.
No. That's it. Oh, what's up here? Takan weapon.
Huh.
Oh, brave to touch it.
Careful where you point that thing.
Yeah.
It's not active. I can't see any way this would work as a weapon. It's dead.
Out of ammo?
I'm not sure. Everything under control?
Yes. These Takan haven't made a move. Yet.
And what you're doing is working.
There's plenty more I can do. But it doesn't have to be that way. As long as they behave.
Okay. This is what she has to say.
Any trouble?
Don't worry about me. Worry about Stretch over there.
Why?
Stretch.
He's looking for any excuse to vaporize the prisoners. But I'll make sure he doesn't. Even if they're the enemy, it's not right.
I'm here if you need a hand.
Just hurry up and figure out this bridge. That's the best way to help.
I'm trying. I'm working on it. There's a lot to check out here. View screen.
Gotta figure this out before we get wherever we're going. If the Resolute can't catch up to us, we're in a whole different kind of trouble.
Console.
There are two interfaces on top of each other.
This is not Alydian programming.
It's probably Takan. Probably done rewritten it. Crystallized console. That's it? Nothing? Okay, let's see what the tricorder says.
These crystals are Takan technology. They seem to be active, just like the rest of their tech. Tetrametric pulses.
Tetrametric?
It's the energy signature of Takan technology. Everything they make gives off this type of radiation.
They're blocking the inputs. It's not responding at all. Everything I try, it just ignores me.
Let's try that console. What about your access code? Yeah.
I thought you had the access codes needed to take control back.
I should, but I can't actually get to the surface, so I can't enter them here. Maybe there's somewhere else I can try.
Another console. The other option. Well, we looked at another one that said it was unaffected. We're just gonna scan. Yep.
It's the Takan language.
From what I can tell, the ship's systems are actively responding to input.
Which is the opposite of how most bridges work. They usually send commands, not receive them.
It's from an intrusive program. This control station won't do us any good either. What have they done to this bridge?
Consoles running themselves, some clogged up with crystals that are sending off tetrametric pulses.
But none of this is sending signals outward. It's receiving.
They're flying the ship from somewhere
Remotely,
else.
yeah.
That should be impossible. But it
Here,
explains
Raven.
why there's less than a full bridge crew.
Come say hi to Twitch.
They aren't
and
flying the
YouTube.
ship
Come
from
here.
the bridge.
Yeah.
Where are
Say
they
hi.
controlling it
Oh.
from?
Such a good girl. Yes, you are. Such a good baby girl. Say hi. Hi, hi. Alright. Tricorder out. What's this? That one looks normal. there another one? Yeah, up here.
Engine's a red line, running at full power. But this main drive manifold is spiking way over nominal levels.
Very dangerous.
Even at 100% output, the warp cores wouldn't push this much plasma to the drive section.
That much reactor output would drive us past the theoretical top speed of this ship. So how fast are we actually going?
Nothing on that console. Very scanned out one. Boo-boo. Do we have to switch? Nope, it's just on the regular scan. Well, now what? That's already been scanned. Anything up here? That's the captain's chair. Yeah, there we go.
We're gonna be there in less than an hour.
Can't let that happen.
Hold on, it would take days to go this distance with our fastest ship. We're traveling at a warp factor many times greater than this ship should even be capable of. Even with the engines pushed as hard as they are, they wouldn't produce this speed.
Whether it's these crystals or the power from the Cartabula, the Takan have found a way to increase the engine output and top speed. We have to find a way to hit the brakes before we outrun anyone who could help us.
We stop it, so they can't get this ship where they're going, and enact the next phase of their plan. That is, if they don't destroy us all first. I would have thought this ship would disintegrate going this speed.
We just do our part.
But somehow, that hasn't happened yet.
We do our part, and just worry about that. I don't know what more they have to their plan.
People like this are never satisfied. There's always more that they want. And they are obviously going somewhere.
I hate to think what the Cartabula could do if it was plugged into something it was meant to power. That's everything. We got some answers.
I don't like what they tell us, though.
If we can learn nothing else, then what's left is to make these Takan talk. And if they don't, we'll dispose of them.
Hey, that's not how we do this.
That is enough from you.
Better get him. Well, it definitely works.
I thought that thing was useless.
It was. No power. Until he touched it.
As I say, it scans the DNA of the user, yeah.
Weapons must be biocoded.
Our technology will only work for one of our kind.
I can assure you, this weapon works just fine for me.
Slow down, Arminta.
You can't control the ship with the disruptor.
But I can use it to control you.
Effective. Oh.
Let's talk.
Number 1.
The Titan's communications officer says Captain Riker will be ready in just a moment. You need to see this. The report on the data breach.
Damn. It's worse than I'd hoped. They didn't just compromise our shields. They stole the shield algorithms for all of Starfleet as well.
Oh.
meaning every ship is potentially vulnerable to attack, making this so much worse than it already was.
They have to know.
Given
at
the
this point.
potential consequences, we should notify Starfleet as soon as possible.
I don't disagree, but I'll reach out to Ambassador Spock about it. I don't want to cause a panic, and I doubt he does either.
I have Captain Riker for you.
Let's not
Awesome.
mention any of this shield
We've
business to
seen
Riker just
Spock.
yet.
Now we get to see Riker.
Put him through.
I'm excited.
Captain Riker, this is my first officer, Commander Jara Rydek.
My pleasure.
Sir.
I wish we
Nostalgia.
were all meeting under better circumstances.
So do I, although you and I have actually met before.
We have.
I was a young lieutenant on the Potemkin. You were first officer on the Tuckerman. I piloted you and our science officer in a shuttle to survey quantum resonance in the planetary rings of Residius 6.
Ah, yes. Now I remember.
You know, he gave me some good advice that day about a very difficult job. Yours.
Well, I'm not one to turn down some words of wisdom, sir.
Then let me ask, as first officer on a starship, where does your responsibility lie, first and foremost? To the captain, the crew, or the ship itself?
Oh, this old chestnut. I am curious to hear what she says, though.
Isn't it? I think it's to the crew. Because the captain is the ship.
Ultimately, my responsibility is to the crew at large.
The needs of the many. You have been hanging around Ambassador Spock. But the truth is, it's a trick question. Every situation is different, and there are no easy answers. And in some cases, it might not be any of those three. It could be the prime directive, or the mission.
Yes, so perhaps we should get to the matter at hand. When you were with the Enterprise, you encountered a Takan entity known as Portal 6-3. The Enterprise was held captive in orbit until you were able to convince him to let the ship go.
All of which is detailed in the mission report.
What we want from you is what we can't get from the report. What can we use to get Portal 6-3 to help us?
I've often thought about that over the years. How a small difference in the encounter could have led to disaster. The most important thing is, don't let him push you around. He can appear as a man or as a godlike projection. He'll test you, but don't be overwhelmed by the pageantry and theatrics.
I'll stand up to him. You can trust in that.
Good, but that's just the first step. Portal is full of bluster and bravado, but he can be reasoned with. And that's my other piece of advice. You want to appeal to him rationally. You don't want him thinking you're acting out of fear.
But we are afraid of the Takan, and with good reason.
He's not the sort to suffer fools. And he'll lose interest if he feels his time is being wasted.
I suppose that's one thing we have in common.
Good question.
Do you think he knows that the Takan have returned?
He didn't even know they were gone when we went there. But the moment the Enterprise dropped into orbit around Delphi Ardu 4, he downloaded the entirety of the ship's computer. So I'd expect the same when you get there.
What if he won't cooperate and we have to face these Takan ourselves?
Then we have a much bigger problem on our hands.
What I mean is, in the 16 years since you discovered this outpost, there has to have been research. Battle plans for what to do about the Takan if we encountered more of them. I need to know what they are.
If I had that answer, it would have been the first thing I told you.
We both know Command has had their share of hidden plans in the past. Like Admiral Hansen and Captain Shelby's Special Projects Division at Starfleet Tactical, devising new ways to take on the board.
Trust me. This isn't some Starfleet conspiracy to keep you in the dark. But if you two don't think you're equipped to make contact, you need to tell me now. Because there is no silver bullet here. Now's not the time to hesitate. I need to know you're up to this.
Number 3's good. Yeah.
Were you equipped to meet Portal 6-3 all those years ago?
I'm here, aren't I?
Yes, you are. And we have the benefit of your experience on our side.
Fair enough. There was a special task force that considered the Takan, and I was part of it. But because there were no other signs of the Empire, we determined the best course of action was to create a restricted zone around the Delphi Ardu system. I have my concerns, but I'll clear the way with the brass for your travel into the restricted space. Just remember what I've told you. And it wouldn't hurt to read some Sun Tzu en route. Or Marcus Aurelius.
Anything else?
Machiavelli?
Thank you for your support, Captain Riker.
I wish I could be there myself. But my first officer would probably see to it that I stay on the bridge while they get all the excitement on the away mission. The burdens of command. Rest assured, the Federation is taking this threat very seriously. You won't be alone out there for too long.
Thank you, Captain Riker.
One more thing. Ambassador Spock said that Khan stole some data from your central computer. What's that all about?
We're still assessing the extent of the breach. Nothing to report as of right now.
That's it? Ambassador Spock suggested it was something more serious. Which is why I'm asking.
Oh, did I disobey my captain like that? No, we'll just say it's a lot to sift through.
There was a lot of data stolen. A lot to sift through.
Yes, we're still making sure our assessment is accurate. We don't want to raise alarms unnecessarily.
I'd raise that alarm pretty loudly if I were you. There's a lot riding on this. And if it comes to it, the Titan and I will be ready to personally lend a hand in this fight.
Let's hope it doesn't get that far.
Riker out.
Thank you for not getting too specific with Riker about the data breach. Better we handle this ourselves, without all of Starfleet hearing about it.
Why keep it from him?
What I don't understand is why you'd keep it from him. If you're going to tell Ambassador Spock, what's the difference?
This information will send a shockwave through the entire fleet. I'm sure Spock will agree. It should be compartmentalized on a strictly need-to-know basis. I have more research to do. So do you. I'm sure the ship's computer has Sun Tzu in its library. Dismissed.
I don't like it.
It's the automated Federation warning buoy. Transmitting the disable code Captain Riker provided.
That was unpleasant. Commander Ermot, what are the conditions of our systems?
All internal systems operational.
Commander Westbrook, what are your scans of the planet?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
No sign of this outrageously powerful Takan being?
I'm running a magneton scan now, but so far, nothing.
Where are you? Prep your way, team. We don't know if Portal 6-3 will cooperate. He's not an asset. He's an enemy. So be ready for anything.
Not for the timid.
Prove you're worth keeping alive for a little while longer.
I cannot stop this ship any more than you could stop the tides.
Not good enough.
The impotent threats of a lower life form do not sway me. I will not bend to you. I was born 600,000 years ago. But a new age dawns today.
Are you the scion of the flame?
My name is Zan Utlosa, who was born in the final days of the Age of Makto. We are all scions of the flame. Every one of us who have traveled across the bridge of time to be here for the Great Awakening. We have all sworn ourselves to the cause.
Eventually, one of you will break.
You don't understand how overmatched you truly are. This craft was nothing before we imbued it with the speed required by our mission. And the Cartabula produces enough energy to drive an entire fleet of ships like this one. But when we wake the Alydian, we won't need a fleet.
The Aphelion?
Only then will you understand the might of the Takan Empire. Reborn in this time.
And when you wake the Aphelion, What are you going to do with it?
Anything we want.
Come on!
Excuse me.
This goes from bad to worse unless you do what they say.
Uh-oh.
It's coming alive.
He can't stop the ship.
Then he will. Or we cut off his hands and use them ourselves.
The moment I reduce speed or change our heading, the others will. First, they'll just resume course from elsewhere. Trivial matter. And then, they will come here. For you, this is a dead end.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know if he's telling the truth, but I don't like it. We need a new plan.
He's just trying to talk his way out of trouble. Why would you tell us all this?
I tell you, because I value my own life. When my fellow Scions come, and they will come, I expect you'll all act like the savages you are, and a battle wins you. We've all died once. I don't intend to do so again. I won't touch those controls. If you want to get us killed, do it yourselves.
You fear death. There's a way to stop this ship for good, and he knows how. He just needs more pressure.
What kind of pressure?
We heard him. He'll talk. Trust me.
That's against Starfleet protocol.
You're not on a Starfleet ship. Your protocol does not apply. We take the action that will lead to our victory. Don't assume your moral code takes precedence above all others.
I mean, he's still one of us, though. His mind's just under control from the Takan, so...
I'm not gonna torture them. Not like this. There's gotta be something we can work with here.
Alright. That's gonna conclude this episode on YouTube. Thank you for everybody that stopped by on Twitch for that awesome raid. That was pretty cool. Be sure to like and subscribe so you can keep updated for any new streams and all new video uploads to YouTube. I hope to see everybody on the next one. Thanks again.
Bitch up on the molly, she rollin', she love on me. If you want some smoke, I'ma take your bitch. Fucked up bitch, can't you take a hit? I'll just pull up and grab the clip again. If you got a problem, come and get your hit. If you want some smoke, I'ma take your bitch. Fucked up bitch, can't you take a hit?